Big mahalo for everyone that joined us up here on the bluff for the opening ceremony, greeted by a beautiful pule, or prayer or blessing, to really take care of our surfers, be blessed by perfect surf. It's a special ceremony that you really feel anytime the World Surf League has events going on in the Hawaiian Islands. So this one kicked off in an amazing way on the bluff. That was the opening day of the waiting period in anticipation for a quick start today on Monday, where a lot has happened. Alongside the event at Jaws on the other side of the island, Gilmore just matched Lane Beachley for 7 world titles. We made 6 eliminations in round 2. Defay had to grab her jersey and head right back into the lineup after her heat win in round 2, heat number 5. And she's already getting started quickly against Sally and Alana Blanchard. A couple of power hooks off the top to get things kicked off in a positive way.
You know, it's the kind of wave that you're not really using a lot of your own energy. I think it's powerful enough to push you along. So in a sense, you're conserving energy. I mean, look at what she's doing right now. Basically just standing there, this wave is really doing all the work, and now she starts going to town through the inside. So you're not using a lot of energy unless you're wiping out, unless you're getting caught inside by the big sets. Apart from that, riding this wave almost gives you energy.
As we look at the replay from the bluff, what did you see out of this one?
Well, I think a little bit of a wasted part of the wave here, you know, looking for the tube ride. And, you know, I heard Barton talk about it earlier as well, you know, go to maneuvers, and then if the tube ride offers itself, then pull in.
Into the pit once again with Fitzgibbons, who's got the barrel on lock here at Honolulu Bay. She'll fly way out in front of that one on the exit. Big wrapping cutback, and she'll fly away and kick out. Potts, she has this wave wired. She had that high 9-point effort for getting shacked in her heat before, and now that's all she wants to do today.
Momentum to move forward. Let's have a look here. You can see how she didn't go right to the bottom of the wave, kind of mid-face turn, standing nice and tall, double section. Comes flying out nice and clean. Beautiful wave there from Sally, and into that beautiful wrapping cutback. Sally Fitzgibbons looking strong here.
And during that little exchange, Alana Blanchard did get a start, Potts.
Yeah, Alana basically had the inside on Sally. Alana had a crazy good heat. Pulls in the barrel as well, traveling and just kind of drifted down a bit.
And all of her turns are so lethal when she has the lip line to work with. We'll see another opportunity setting up for Sally Fitzgibbons. Driving through a hollow section, having a field day with these perfect conditions at Honolulu Bay. Already getting shacked again, and she will just celebrate that ride. She has to look back and say thank you so much. 8.5 on her one before, backing it up quickly in the pit and building that lead out in front here in round 3, number 1.
This is the angle. Sally takes off again, that mid-face turn, double pump. Now she drives in through deep through the section, comes flying out the end. Beautiful positioning from Sally. Sort of that cutback, really cut it short. Why? Because she needed to try and get around that inside bowl. But you knew when she took off, this wave was really going to unload on the reef. And Sally backdoors the section yet again. So is that better than the 8.5, Joe? I think so. I think it was a little deeper. And then she had a little bit more bonus on the end there, but Sally Fitzgibbons looking so comfortable.
She became famous for at a young age, coming from Reunion Island. So lock into this one on the way back out. Defay throwing down a forehand hook. Wrapping that section, blasting it right on the money.
Johanne Defay, though, on the way back out. Kind of a little bonus ride, 4 points on the wave before. And this is going to back it up. A couple of beautiful turns through the inside here. Right here, she gets the board nice and sort of not vertical, but right in the pocket there, and again jams and throws everything at that last maneuver.
Fitzgibbons, well, here she goes again, digging hard on this one, Joey. She's about to tuck in again. She's on fire. I'm going to send her back to you for live action.
A big K for Fitzgibbons, and she'll get clipped and chucked over the falls right when it looked like all the hard work was behind her. Honolulu Bay picks her up and sends her packing. Unbelievable wipeout.
Have a look at this wave, though. Nice late takeoff. None of the other girls wanted it. Sally said, I'll have it. She pulls in and drives through this barrel. I mean, look at that. Sally Fitzgibbons standing nice and tall, and then just kind of lost it. The board kind of cavitated somewhat, and Sally up and over the falls. You do not want to be in that position. So these women are absolutely charging here today, but Sally, you need to really pay attention. Let's have a look. See how she's further up the board, Joe? The foot is not on the pad, so trimming nicely. Let's see what happens here. Stands up tall, so she takes her, look at the foot, off the back of the board there. I think she was trying to reposition her foot on the back of the tail. Oh.
Big takeoff on the next opportunity for Alana Blanchard. Wave already spitting out of the tube. And Alana just waiting for this section to open wide, and that's going to take down the wild card from Kauai. Impressive just seeing her wait for that opening section, deciding she was just going to pull in and take the brunt of that wave on the head. Already had a 3.0 before that.
For Sally, broken board and kind of hurt herself, so I hope she's all right.
We'll keep you up to date with Fitzgibbons and her condition as she watches this one from the ski. Front side wrap off the top for Johanne Defay, deep off the bottom. There's that beautiful rail work from Defay. Bowling up, she jams it super hard on the third re-entry off the top. 3 big carves for Defay to get back into this matchup. Her goal there, break the combination that Fitzgibbons has on her and fight back for that pole position in the seat to move to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, top 2 surfers go straight through to the quarters, so Sally looking pretty strong at the moment. Have a look at Johanne Defay. Nice easy takeoff there for Johanne. Nice sort of a whipping turn out of the top. Nice deep bottom turn again, so Johanne's starting to find that groove, find that rhythm, and then really hammers that last maneuver.
Top 2 move to the quarters, but third place is getting knocked with an equal ninth. Equal ninths don't really help you out too much when it's top 10 moving on. And that's what's been tough for Sage Erickson this year. Crazy takeoff for Alana Blanchard. Great read of that tube, keeping that high line to get the exit. She'll slip off on her first top turn as she was on her way to a gem of a score.
She did all the hard work, Joe, that takeoff, dropping in there and just holding that rail, just sneaking underneath the hood. Kind of saw the board the whole way, but tell you what, I would have loved to have got that barrel. Didn't quite set the rail on the maneuver either, so let's have a look. This is the angle I love. Have a look at this, just beautiful takeoff. Mid-face turn there, that showed commitment. That showed the trust in the surfboard that she's got under her feet. And as she comes around the section, tries to hook into a maneuver there, just didn't quite get enough pressure on that back foot.
Trying to see how her shoulder's feeling before she attempts to paddle into another one out here.
So Alana,
Here comes Johanne Defay looking to slow down to pull in. Back to maneuvers. There's that forehand carve, belting the lip. Winding up for a big wrap off the top. She'll pick her board back out of the water and continue to swing off the roof. So trying to extend those top turn wraps, stays on her feet, showcasing a lot of power there. The surfer that has the read in the barrel, maybe better than anyone we've seen so far today, can knife the takeoff and backdoor the pit. And to leave this heat feeling uncomfortable with her shoulder is a tough thing to watch. Watching Alana Blanchard now.
Chasing down a 585.
And getting a little slipped up on her turns in the last couple opportunities. Still was able to get a 5.83 from the panel with the barrel she had on her wave before.
Look at the doctors will have a quick look at her, and hopefully it's not as bad as we hope.
It's coming down to this wave for the wild card. Alana Blanchard. The lip landing on her feet, but she recovers to belt that section. Intensity off the lip there.
15 seconds.
Fighting for 2 turns. For the judges to have something to think about to make a decision on this heat. Fitzgibbons guaranteed a spot in the quarterfinals. So we'll wait for that decision from that last heat, as it looks like scores coming in just short for Alana Blanchard. Sally, Johanne moving on. Up next, you'll see the 7-time world champ Gilmore take to the lineup. We'll be right back.